we have through Christ towards God. Not that we are adequate in ourselves to consider anything as coming from ourselves, but our adequacy is from God. Verse 6, who also made us adequate as servants of a new covenant, not of the letter of the law, but of the Spirit, for the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. And even in the giving of the law versus the giving of the Spirit, we find the law killed. 3,000 people died. But the giving of the Spirit, 3,000 people came to know the Lord. I love this verse in Romans chapter 8, verse 1. Therefore, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Folks, if you are plagued with guilt, run to the cross. No matter what you've done, Christ paid for that sin on the cross, and all you have to do is receive that free gift. Verse 2, for the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has set you free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, weak as it was through the flesh, God did, sending His own Son, so that the requirements of the law, verse 4, might be fulfilled in us who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For those who are according to the flesh set their mind on things of the flesh, but those who are according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. This morning, if you're more concerned about rules and earning God's love and trying to earn God's blessing in your life, rather than simply having that intimacy with God, that relationship with God, you could be a legalist. He ends this discourse in verse 6, for the mindset on the flesh is what? Death, but the mindset on the Spirit is life and peace. I don't know about you, but I need that peace that only comes from God. Not from the works of the law or not from the works of the flesh. So Pentecost, we have the giving of the law, the giving of the Spirit. How do we know when it first occurred? It's really interesting. The Bible in Exodus chapter 12, verse 17 informs us that Israel was brought out of Egypt on the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It was really Passover. The very next day,